Well, we're finally done. Son of a bitch. This monster of a fucking build took me a good while. A few weeks, some endless nights. But you know what? The PS2 is officially complete. The model, at least. The model. It is the largest PS2 that's ever been built in Minecraft history. There's no proof. I have some links. Put them in the description of people that attempted a build of any kind of PS2. It could be small, it could be a different scale, but for the most part, they basically did different sizes. But I have made the largest one. It's fucking stupendous. Look how tall it is. This angle is literally looking up at a skyscraper. Like, Jesus. Look at that. Look at that. This is just, what, 5 blocks wide, and I think it's 5 blocks. Yeah, it's 5 on 5. Jesus Christ, the fucking shaders, bro. The shaders are fucking my eyes up. Anyways, I'm here to show off a little bit of this damn build and talk about it. It's been a journey. It's been a fucking journey building this damn thing. I spent endless nights, different nights of designing it, getting all these little etchings for like the DVD drive. This fucking PS2 logo that took me like forever to make. It took me a while because there's some online that I had to adjust for the scale, and because realistically in real life, this PS2 logo is like no bigger than these two pillars on the console. Then the power button, the eject button, the etchings on the console as well. These little etchings right here. What the fuck is this? Oh, IR. The IR blaster. That's why it says IR on it. I forgot about that. Sony itself. That had to be done too, especially like I had to specifically kind of get it done on these pillars because in the original console, it all supposed to match. Obviously, I fucking failed by 3 blocks. But we got it done. I put glass on there. Usually it's supposed to be open vents, but I put glass for aesthetic purposes for the vents in the bottom. And I'm going to show you more of it. The ridges in the top, I put back when I first started, the mobs were spawning, but then I found out there's a command to take them off, and I did that. But this is pretty much what I'll be doing in survival once I get to this part of the build. I even did this. I had to measure all this. It's 30. And then I even did the vents in the bottom too. I even did the etching right here where part of the PS2, there's like a little, it's not really a security bit, but more like a screwdriver or Phillips bit. It's basically just a bit to get inside to open up the console. And I did the same here too. This is pretty much more likely I have to do in survival because mobs just like to spawn everywhere, right? Now we back this up. You're gonna be seeing the little steppers or the pads that go on the bottom. Or technically, this isn't even the bottom. It's like the side of the console, because technically you can stand it up. But look at this shit. Drop down a little bit. Let me take off. Take off the fucking fog. Hold on 1 second. Let me get off the fog for just a fucking minute. There we go. Now we see it. Now we see it for what it is. But yeah. Little steps, little stoppers, pads, whatever you want to call them. There's another etching right there. There's another etching over there. I even went about and did the stupid caution thing where it says attention right there on the bottom of the console. Yeah, I fucking did it. Did I need to? No. But you know what? If we're gonna go to this fucking height, to this size, I might as well. So I did it. It's not a one-to-one. This is not a... oh, I should have cleared this up in the beginning. This is not a one-to-one of the console in size. This is a 1 to 1.13 in size. So that's why I had to compromise in certain places. That's why I couldn't put everything. That's why if you notice in the beginning of the video, when he saw magic, it didn't say magic gate. Because there wasn't enough space. Because I still had to calculate a lot more. And just to even get that fixed, I would have to scrap this and do it again. So I was like, you know what? We're going to adjust and we're just going to go with the flow. And that's what we did. Alright. So, now we're going to get to the back. And guess what? I fucking did the back. I did it. The plug, the switch, the AV port. Yeah, I even did it. Even this is... it's not close to it, but it's basically a representation of what you see inside it. And you have a very tight space. That's why I put it like this. And then seeing this, if you look into the AV port, it's basically like this. There's like a little metal piece right here, and then there's like a black plastic piece right here, and then little prongs. They kind of hold it together. Now you can't see because the shaders, but I'm gonna turn this off. But there it is. See it? That's the plug. Now, due to Minecraft and its shapes, that's the best I can do, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, there's gonna be probably builders, criticizing my shit or critiquing. This is the first mega build I ever did in my life. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. It's the very first one, and I'm very happy that it's done. It's a lot of work. I get the reasons why you don't see so many videos on mega builds. I left this open because obviously it's an exhaust. The fans, I could have done better. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be really honest with you. This looks like shit. It doesn't even look close to fans. But it is a good representation, I guess. But with the shaders on, you're not gonna see a goddamn thing. It's so black in there. Now, obviously, this is just a shell. Obviously, this is just a model. So, in survival, when I'm building it again, I'm gonna make it like an actual base, an actual facility and shit. But yeah, it took me forever to do this, getting the measurements and the width, making sure I kind of get through in the grooves and all that, making sure that, and let's get off this, getting this part right here. This it's like a little slope. I kind of tried to do that, and it kind of worked. It's only a little piece, but it's because this is like for what the size is. I did not. I'm just gonna say it right now. I did not do it to the top part because I wanted to see how it's gonna look, and it doesn't look half as bad. But Jesus, I'm gonna need a lot more fucking blocks, and then I'm gonna have to line it up and just pretty much copy the bottom to the top and then just call it a day. It's another thing. On the back of the console, there's etchings of all these little crevices. Shoot, even right here by the AV port, there is a warranty sticker that's literally right here. It's right here. You don't even see this little etching, but there's a warranty sticker. It'll say if you remove it, it voids the warranty, all that kind of shit. It's like a security warranty deal. The other thing I did not do in the back, it's the expansion bay logo. But I did do the etching for it, and I'm going to show you what I did because it did take me forever. Any day now, for fuck's sake. Sorry. It's quite vulgar of me. But yeah, I did the little piece right here, but look at this. Look at this shit. Oh, this looks more sick in fucking shaders. Let's get the shaders going. This is literally nothing but iron blocks, and this is the expansion bay. That's literally the cover. I could have done the little plastic bits in the outside bump on the inside, but I'm like, for the most part, it doesn't really matter because I just needed a cover. But it's kind of fucking epic if you think about it. Like, you look into it, you're like, oh shit, this is fucking cool. Like, it's a fucking epic little tunnel or something like that, right? Even in the mini-map, it looks sick. But I'm going to keep it this way. And then, now, here's some context. This iron bit, it's actually, if you actually look into the console, there is a piece of steel or aluminum or something like that that actually covers the back end of these vents. So I did that. And for the proportions, I left this like this. The glass is an additional touch that I personally did because if I'm going to do this in survival, this would be pretty sick just to kind of have it. And honestly, with the shaders, it looks pretty aesthetically pleasing. Like, look at this shit. Like, look at this. Let me get myself positioned right. You know what I mean? You know, maybe put a little block here, like that. You're looking outside. You know what I mean? It's like, it's pleasing. This alone took me like 5-6 hours alone, just placing blocks down. This is basically the length of the console from the front all the way to the back. And then obviously doing the other bits of the console. And we're about to exit out of here real quick. Playing in third person is kind of weird. But yeah, you see this? Usually the rest of the components of the console is actually inside. Now another thing too, it's the crevices, all the little notches that you see. These are the little parts that I did inside. And if I wanted to, you see, that's how it looks inside, like darkness wise. It's pretty damn dark. I can make it more darker, but I'm gonna have to black out the fucking floor because that's more likely what I'm gonna do. This is just for show. I honestly wanted just to kind of have an idea. This is like a concept thing, like if for later and doing it in survival, like what I'm gonna do, because the survival build of the PS2 will be the best one. These are just mock-ups. These are just things of ideas I did. The fans, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's probably gonna be the best I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna probably keep it like that. But I'm probably gonna make it look better. I'm probably gonna black it out, put a black blocking outside of that, inside of the area, so it can look like it's inside. You know what I mean? Then you can really not see the little fans. But it's so fucking enormous. Look at this shit. And you go outside. Probably put a door somewhere. I don't even know where I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be like a secret. You know, this was a fucking journey. Okay. You know, even doing the USB, this was a little journey itself. This took me like what, less than an hour doing this, at least, because it's a small bit. But that fucking part was stupid. I had to literally figure out like how I'm gonna do this for scale, and then the gradients kind of like whatever, because the majority of it's like this blue, but then it starts kind of like fading into a light blue. But then from like far away, and you know, you could probably see the difference. Like, all like, oh, that's pretty close. That's pretty nice, you know. Now there's gonna be some freaking nerds in here. They're probably be like, yo, you could have done this, or yo, you could have done that. I'm like, yo, this is my first build. Give me a break. That's all I can ask. Because I love Minecraft. I fucking been playing Minecraft for a hot minute, and I had a concept of doing this for the longest time. It's fucking crazy how long I've been doing this for. I love the PS2. Grew up with the PS2. Had crazy games with it. There's crazy games now, and the emulation is amazing. It's at its peak. If not, if there's further updates to make it more better, they're probably coming. But for the love of God, it's such an amazing console. Now, coming down to the end of this video, I implore somebody to do like an actual DVD, like the actual drive in Redstone. People were asking me about that, and I'm part of a community from a streamer called Barber Scene, and a few people will ask me, hey, you know, are you gonna do like Redstone with a DVD player, eject, and then, you know, it'll close? And I'm like, shit, if I could fucking do it, fuck yeah, that's fucking sick. Now somebody was like, oh yeah, you could you know, play a PS2 game within Minecraft. First of all, fuck that. That's probably gonna take a lot of space, a lot of blocks, a lot of redstone. It's gonna do a lot. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's a lot of work. A little work that I don't even know. Because with redstone, I'm a real amateur with redstone. I just like, oh, I put the line here, and then I put the switch here, and then, oh my god, it works. And that's it. That's fucking it. We're gonna keep it a buck with that, and that's how I did it. Now, my final thoughts on this model. I am truly happy for what this is, because I know this is the biggest one. Now, unless someone has proof that they've done bigger, this is in total 340 blocks high. 206 from the front to the fucking back, and from side to side from the front, if I'm correct, well, at least for this part, it's 54 blocks, and then you got the 30 right here, this little notch. Then you got the measurement from the very bottom. It's 176. It's a fucking lot, man. It's a lot. If you got proof, I implore you to put it on YouTube. Let everybody know. But if you don't, this, in history, is the biggest mega build of the PS2. If you have a favorite game of the PS2, of any kind, put it in the comments. Because you know what? This system right here alone had so many exclusives, so much different IPs, a lot of new IPs, a lot of good music. And hell, it was one hell of a DVD player compared to the ones that they were selling at the time. And it has its market history. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, in my opinion, console in history. So this is what Sony put a lot of their work in, because I'm not gonna lie to you, even though the PS3 won the console wars between the 360 and the PS3 by like a small margin, I think it still doesn't have the wow factor of the PS2. The PS2 was just a generation where 3D graphics were coming in from a higher jump than the PS1. The PS1 graphics, it's very retro now at this point, but it is such a high jump from polygons to numerous graphical updates. We got Metal Gear Solid 2 looking like a decent game for the console itself. You know what I mean? Metal Gear Solid 3, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, making huge worlds. There's just so many different kind of titles on this that does so much with so little, and that's my love for the console, and that's the reason why I did it. Because not because it deserves it, but it, you know, to show my love for it. Because you know what? Making the biggest PS2 in history and then doing it in one of the biggest indie games, that is Minecraft. That it's in history that Minecraft is the biggest, the greatest game of all, the biggest seller. And it does a lot for very, very little. With just colors, blocks, and goddamn pixels. It's a good moment to look back. But other than that, I'm officially done with the model. If you are curious to see how the build is and all that going on for survival, well, you can go ahead and check out the playlist. I made a playlist for that particular thing. I'm gonna link it into the video. I'll put it probably in the comments, description. Maybe I'll put a damn button on the damn video as well. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have the rest of the day. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you tuning by. Peace.